Hello everybody, this is Purge bringing you guys a first-person replay commentary, and I'm going to be doing a Lina game here. So about the background noise, it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. I haven't played Lina in a really long time, actually. It's been maybe like a month or two. And I've been kind of doing a lot of solo queues lately, and I've been getting kind of frustrated because I'm not progressing quite as fast as I was hoping that I would. And some of it's like, I can't really like rely on my allies as much as I would like to because I'm playing with like 4 random players. So I've been kind of trying out a bunch of different support heroes. And one of the ones that I tried out last night that I was like, I need to play this hero more often is Lina. The main reason I don't pick her in most situations is because usually kind of demand that she has a setup stun of some kind. But I kind of just went for it and picked Lina this game because I don't know. I like the hero a lot actually, but as I played her more, I kind of realized why she's like very effective in pubs at least. She's been getting a couple buffs occasionally, and especially now she's actually quite solid. And that's mainly because her ulti is on a really low cooldown. That's one cool thing that she's good at. But she just kind of affords you the chance to kill heroes, and this is very good on C at least because it's so common to play against invokers. Like Invoker is in every single game that I play on C. Either my team picks it or their team picks it. It's every game, and I think I understand why. Everybody says that C players are very selfish about playing solo. They basically play for themselves and they try really hard to get better individually, and Invoker is definitely the hero that very closely resembles that. That everybody looks at the hero and they're like, oh, I'm going to get really good at this one hero, and Invoker, it makes sense why people do it. In this case, Lina's very good against that, or at countering that at least, because Invoker is a hero that has huge impact, so if you can just blow him up and kill him at the start of the fight, or in the middle of the fight, or somewhere in the fight, then he's out of the fight, he's gone, he doesn't snowball, he dies, you get a little gold, it makes a big impact. If you compare this to a hero like Crystal Maiden that I normally play in our matches and stuff, like Crystal Maiden has some nuke damage, but it's nothing compared to what Lina has. Lina's damage is a lot more reliable, assuming somebody's already stunned. And Crystal Maiden has a bit more utility and can jungle early and can do a lot of really good things early, but in most ways Lina is actually better because, maybe not in most ways, but in some ways Lina is better. She has a lot more nuke damage, she can help contribute to killing offlane a little easier, she runs slightly faster, her attack animation is arguably just as bad, but the range is longer and she does more damage, so she has some advantages that Crystal Maiden doesn't. So I don't know, I'm just really happy with her right now. I also feel pretty comfortable landing the stuns, which is probably part of the reason that things work out okay, but we do have a reliable stun setup here with the line. I could have swore that the Bat Rider dropped an observer ward on the pull spot, and I must have been wrong, so I actually wasted essentially. That was my fault. But upon checking the Crystal Maiden here, we could see that the Crystal Maiden actually had an observer ward ready to drop. So we're just gonna go zone the Bat Rider out. There's a very low chance that I was gonna be able to get this kill here because we knew he was just gonna Firefly as soon as we got out of range. So, and now that we see that he's Fireflying, he's gone. But this is actually a pretty good tri lane from our side. It's a bit EXP needed. Like line really needs experience, and Lina kind of needs experience as well to be effective. It's the best stun of the game right here. I thought for sure that he would have vision of me for some reason. If I actually could have landed the stun in there, I think CM would have died, so that was a pretty big mistake, but at least I get a bunch of free attacks off. Lina's attack range was recently buffed. It's up to 650, which is ridiculous. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the highest level 1 range. Sniper can eventually be longer, but Lina's attack range is really good right now. It's one of the nice things about her. And this is something that you might be saying like, oh, this is unimportant, like this isn't a big deal, but it's actually really good against contesting offlaners because most offlane heroes are pretty annoying and difficult to keep out of the offlane. So having the extra 50 range gives you an attack advantage over a lot of different hero matchups, but most importantly, even against melee heroes or heroes like Bat Rider. I think Bat Rider's attack range is like 300 or something, so I have like a huge range over him, which means that I'm much more likely to be able to attack him when he can't attack me, and I can get a damage advantage, and I can actually contest his EXP. So that's pretty nice. It won't work nearly as well as against a hero like Timbersaw or something, but it still works out overall in the scheme of things. So, like right there, easy hits. If he does trade hits with me, it's not the worst thing for me to just right-click him. I probably should have right-clicked one more before Novane. I think that was a bit of a mistake. We might have been able to kill him there. Oops, that's my Skype. Sorry, guys. So.
on behalf of storms everywhere.
Looks like our Storm got first blood. That's really good for us. Use some clarity potions now. Lina has the benefit of a ridiculous int gain. She has 3.2 int gain per level, and I have a 400 mana pool. This is so much better than Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden right now I think has like 220 mana or something at level 1, somewhere around there. Whereas I have 400 with Lina. It's like I can do so much more with my mana pool than CM can. CM's advantage is obviously that she can jungle and solo farm and stuff like that, but I mean, it's really nice to, that was a smoke gank there. Really nice to not have to rely as much on grabbing level 2 before I can do anything. I can actually cast both spells multiple times in a row, which is quite kind of nice in extended battles. So, grabbing an early magic stick would not be horrible against a Bat Rider because it does cast a lot of napalm and this would give me free regen and mana, but for now I think I can't afford to do that. I think this is the best skill build to do by level 3 personally. You can go 1-1-1. I think I always grab Fiery Soul level 4 right now because the stacking is really nice. The way Fiery Soul currently works is if you cast a spell you get a Fiery Soul buff, and you can, if you cast another spell before the debuff runs away, it'll stack and reset the cooldown. So you can actually keep the Fiery Soul stacks at max of 3 stacks for a very, very long time if you spend the mana on it. And it does increase your attack speed by a huge amount. Movement speed's also really good, honestly. If you cast it 3 times, you get more than a Sanjin Yasha movement speed. You get 24 movement speed. It's really amazing. 3 stacks gets you up to 15%, which is about a Sanjin Yasha. It's really good. So sometimes it's worth it to go 1-1-1 just because you can trade hits a lot more. But was barely able to land the stun here. And now we're just going to right click him and hope he doesn't die. Okay, he doesn't die to neutral, so I was able to get the kill. So that was pretty nice. A little greedy from the Bat Rider to try to go for that kill because he knew that we had a tri-lane here. We were going to respond, and that was kind of silly. But I can buy boots now. I've got a clarity potion. And we can set up some more kills maybe. Pick up level 4 hopefully. Yeah, there it is. So I'll grab Fiery Soul here if I am not mistaken. In the past, it was very common to always go 4-4-0-1, but I think at least 1 level of Fiery Soul is worth it now. If you look at the difference, you're losing 60 magic damage from Light Strike Array not being at level 2, but you do gain a lot of attack speed from Fiery Soul. You're almost always going to cast both spells, which means that you should have 80% attack speed, you'll have 10% movement speed, and you can use that extra attack speed to usually get at least 1, maybe 2 attacks off in a fight. And those 2 attacks is actually going to make up for the Light Strike Array damage that's been lost, because remember, 60 damage that you're losing here is 25% of that is gone because it's reduced by magic resistance, so you're only losing like 45 damage. If you attack at least 1 extra time because of the Light Strike Array, you're actually getting some advantage out of that. So I've probably attacked at least twice here, and I'm also running a lot faster because of the Fiery Soul. Lion actually ends up getting the kill. My Dragon Slave ended up missing. But we got another kill, and that was just with 2 of us. And my movement speed got boosted from 345 up to like 370 there. It was like a free boost just because I casted 2 spells. I maybe should have Light Striked and Dragon Slaved a little faster and maybe attack move between hits instead of just right clicking, but I'm still getting a bit used to the early hero, so I made some slight movement errors there, but I'm sure I could have gone a little better. The reason I like maxing Dragon Slave over Light Strike is because the spell is a lot easier to cast and land. As you can see, the range is much higher. Light Strike Array is a smaller cast range, it has a cast delay, it's a lot harder to land, so I don't think it's quite as worth it to max out. The cooldown on Dragon Slave is a little worse, but again, the range is a lot better. I think it's a lot more reliable as a disable. So always max Dragon Slave first, and then you follow it up with Light Strike Array immediately afterwards. Then you can just rely on Light Strike as your stun and your setup, and then you can always use Dragon Slave to boost your Fiery Soul, as well as just give a lot more nuke damage. So I think this is the best way to play her by level 5. Then you grab your ulti at level 6, then finish Dragon Slave, and then you finish Light Strike. It's generally not worth it to get multiple levels of Fiery Soul in my opinion, but it's not horrible. Again, just putting in some free damage. I only spent 90 mana there, but I got to attack him like 6 times because of Fiery Soul. I think that's completely worth it. My attack speed is actually really weak if I don't have Fiery Soul. It's like a free treads basically. It's a really good passive, I think. It's gonna de-aggro that, excuse me. This Firefly is probably about to end though. Good, the pull didn't work, so. I probably should be beginning my pull here. I don't know what I'm buying. It's like a TP scroll or something, but I think I should have pulled. I think that was a mistake. I think Lion called for a gank at this point, so we can go gank somewhere. Lina's early ganking ability is not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. You get a stun, and you've got 2 nukes, and you've got pretty good right click, and most importantly, you have really good attack range. So ganking like this is not too bad as long as you have a setup stun. So we'll just need somebody else to stun first. They just started dewarding here.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Just gonna start off with the Dragon Slave just to get the reliable damage down. And now I'm gonna run the high ground and try to kill their wards and stuff really fast. So we got a nice sentry usage there. Got an obs and a sentry, and we got a kill. It would have been nice to get an invoker, but not bad. So I maybe should have gone in for the stun before I Dragon Slaved, but I think I was worried about getting tornadoed or something like that, so I just threw the Dragon Slave right away to try to burst him down a bit. I don't think that was a horrible decision. I didn't get level 6 from that, but it was still good for us. Got a ward and a support hero. So back to pulling so I can pick up 6 and then gank a bit more on the map. You kind of got to see what I meant is Lina. Like, your range is so good, your animation is good after you cast, if you have Fiery Soul. So, like, the hero's really not that bad for securing gank kills. Like, even in the early levels before you hit 6, she's really not too terrible of a hero. I got absolutely none of those, but at least I'm gonna get level 6 from this camp, I think. Everybody's almost dead up here. So look how bad the animation is. Like, it's such a bad animation. If you don't have attack speed, it's a really terrible animation. The damage is not bad and the range is really nice, but I'm just going to play it a bit safer because I want to make sure that I get the gold from these. So I'm definitely going to keep track of how those are doing. Looks like Bat Rider's actually sapping. I did not realize this at the time. I think he actually might have missed that one. Yeah, I think he missed both. But I've got 6 now, and this is where things get really scary for the Bat or any other hero that's here. If they get slowed, I can just roll up and blow them up. And the range on Laguna Blade is actually pretty long. I guess it's not that bad. It's not that great. It's a good nuke though. It's 450 damage. It's kind of like a scream of, or a, what is it, Sonic Wave that Quap does, but it's single target obviously. But my combo at every time should be guaranteeing a stun, and then I blow somebody up. And if I have full mana pool, I need 200. I need 480 mana to do the full combo. So for now, I'd probably have to do like Light Strike ulti, but if I can do the full combo, it's a serious amount of damage. At level 9, for example, it's 280, 560, plus 450. It's like 1,000 magic damage, basically. 1,000 magic damage is pretty amazing. That'll reduce down to 750. So basically, if I'm level, even if I'm level 6, let's do the math right now. 230 plus 90 is 320, plus that is 770 magic damage. So basically anybody that's around 500 HP I can kill, which is pretty much anybody in a team fight. That's like one nuke from somebody else, and then I can blow one person up. And if you can blow somebody up like that, it stops any chance of them escaping. It's like anybody that gets stunned for 2 seconds while I'm around is gonna die at this point in the game. And that's one of the nicest things about it, is that I can be mid, for example, and Storm can pull the Invoker, and we can kill him with just 2 heroes. It only takes 2 heroes to kill. I don't know. I'm gushing about Lina because I played her last night and it felt really good. I think she's really strong right now. Luckily for us, I don't know if he knew that they were dewarding, but we put another sentry down. I can't believe that he placed another obs in the same spot. That was a big mistake. But he must have been paying attention when they deworded it, because he must have known that there was knobs here. So I've been a little greedy about support items this game. I don't think I bought the obs or the follow-up sentries. I mean, he bought a lot of sentries so far. I think I got flying. Yeah, I got flying courier, and I bought the original courier, so I haven't been like super greedy. But I'm just gonna run over here and pick up an arcane boots. Fast arcane boots is really needed on Lina, just because her mana costs are not so high. Like, her int gain is so good that it doesn't matter very much. But having the mana regen is really important here. Terribly good hero, guys. I maybe should have TP'd, but I like just got my arcane boots. I actually thought he was going to be fine. And at that point, he ends up dying. If I actually TP'd, there's a chance that I could have turned that around, but it didn't seem the most likely thing ever, so we're just going to sit bot here, looking for a kill on the, maybe, do they have a carry? I guess they don't even have a carry this game. They had some really weird picks. What is it, like Windrunner Farmer on the bot lane or something? How are they going to win this game? I have no idea. We did not know this Invoker was here, actually. It's really hoping not to get mana drained, and that guy looks quite dead. So we're just gonna back up here. Just need an opportunity to kill somebody. Anyone gets stunned. I think the Windrunner is actually pretty low on HP as well. There's the CS. Looks like Windrunner's #1. Didn't really know why everybody's just kind of TPing and showing, but hopefully we can turn this into some kills. I'm just gonna sit really far back for now. I should really be looking mid. I was thinking about TPing. If I would have been paying attention earlier, I could have saved that guy, I think. That was really nicely done. It's like the first guy I've seen playing Earth Spirit in a long time. He's actually very good at Earth Spirit, but I was surprised that anybody was still playing him. He's seriously the first Earth Spirit I've seen in weeks, which feels really good right now. So it's a really bad time to not paying attention, but we found Invoker, and we can just blow him up. It took 2 ultis to kill him, but he is dead, and that is important. I had a really nice stun just now. A really nice stun. I'm just like continuously. I almost died there. He was about to nuke me if you didn't notice. Fiery Soul Man, good skill. Was able to stun on 2 there. I was playing really careful because I really didn't want to die at this point, but we all made it out okay. I wasn't really paying good attention there. The Invoker was running around for way too long, but with both of our ultis we easily killed him, and he ended up dying, so that was good. I actually thought I was going to blow him up, but my level is still pretty low here, so I wasn't going to be able to get him until like Lightstrike or I gets maxed out a bit more. So, but anyways, the early game is going really well for me at least. Getting this many assists and not dying is fantastic. But don't be afraid to right click on Lina. Like, once you cast 3 spells, especially if you use your ulti as well, you're maxed out at like, you're doing like 120% attack speed with 1 level of Fiery Soul. You don't hit that hard, but attacking that many times is, it does impact things, so. And now that I've gotten so much space as a support, I can start buying a lot of things like smokes, sentry wards. Magic Wand is really going to be really useful here. I was just checking to see if an Obs is here. I'm far enough ahead that I can spare a sentry to go for it. But yeah, the nicest thing about Lina now is her ulti cooldown is just so low. Actually did miss that, turns out. I just want to make sure that he dies. Like, using your ulti like that is maybe a little kill steely, but the cooldown is so low now that you shouldn't be too afraid of using your ulti for situations like that. I probably should have just Dragon Slaved there, honestly, but we were probably going to kill him anyways, but just guaranteeing the kill is really nice. Did I have a TP? Oh yeah, the tower was gone, so yeah, I didn't have a TP anyways. Almost got the kills. Oh, I felt so bad about this. I saw the regen, and I went to take it, and then I realized the storm was coming for it. Oh, I felt so bad. There he was mid. Let's see what he's got. He's literally going back to base now. Oh, I felt bad. Anyway, he's going to put some aggressive wards down. That way we can see their jungle. And then I found a Bat Rider. If you're napalm like that, make sure that you stun in front of you instead of behind you. It's really important you do that, because then you don't have to turn around. Yeah, I think upon watching this again, I was pretty dead no matter what. He knew that I was coming. He saw the Observer Ward, or the Observer Ward was up, so it was a pretty easy kill for him. It's probably a little too greedy to try to run that path to go set up kills, but I deserve to die for it. I actually put him pretty close to a 4-staff as well, so dying like that was pretty silly. I should really only be spending time roaming with at least one other hero. If we had 2 heroes there, we could have killed him, honestly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think we're trying to get Terrorblade to go roaming with us at this point. I think we said after Ancients we'll go smoke somewhere. We have a good enough advantage and we're a Lina. Like when you have Lina on the team, you should be ganking a lot. Just because you can use your ulti all the time. So we'll smoke on through. We're gonna walk right past the observer ward. Won't spot us. Storm in the meantime is going mid. So we need the Lion to go first because he has the best instant disable. We were able to get him here. And again, I just threw the ulti out. It doesn't have to be to kill steal, but I just knew that because we had 4 heroes on 1, that we need to kill him immediately. We don't want him to be able to tornado. We don't want him to be able to like cast anything. Luckily for us, the Earth Spirit actually did silence him, so it wasn't a huge deal. But just as soon as you start on an important hero that you know that you want to die, just cast your ulti on him. It'll do damage. It'll get him lower to the point where he's gonna die. I don't know how much HP he's working with currently, but yeah, it doesn't say. But if we just Laguna Blade him like that, puts him in a bad spot, doesn't force Line to have to use it. It's really nice. So now we're gonna try to see if we can get some more kills. My ulti's almost off cooldown again. We're gonna put some aggressive wards up again. Basically, they can't farm any of their jungle camps except for, like, we know where they are at all times. The wards we have up right now are really useful. The ward advantage is great. We kind of wanted to go on the Batrider. I think he spotted the Earth right here, actually. Didn't quite know where he was hiding. Didn't do the best job shutting him down there. Luckily our wards saw everybody coming, so this is kind of nice. This is like exactly what we need. See right there, that's all you need. Like, Invoker did nothing in that fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Like, having the ward vision up, #1, was super important because it allowed us to initiate on the Invoker, but just being able to blow him up. All it took is 1 stun and I could do my full combo and that important hero is dead. That goes for any hero. And there's actually a lot of heroes right now that are very difficult to kill, that are popular in the metagame. Like, you probably see Fire Spirit all the time, you probably see Storm all the time, you probably see Invoker all the time. They all go for the same thing. They're slightly squishy heroes that if they're chain stunned and you throw a ton of nuke damage on them, you can just kill them and you can just win the fight. Like, just blow them up while they're stunned. If they make mistakes, you can chain stun them and blow them up. Just kill them. Lina, like, really lets you punish those heroes. It's like the best feeling. Being able to do something about people that make mistakes. Instead of, like, again, if I was a CM, I would have ran up to the Invoker, I would have Nova'd him, I maybe would have frostbit him, and I probably would have ultied to try to kill him. But the damage isn't reliable, whereas, like, the Laguna Blade damage and the Dragon Slave damage, as soon as you land your stun, both of those nukes are going to hit, period. It, like, guarantees so much nuke damage. Like, if you have good decision making, it lets you control your fate a lot more. Is the reason I was like really liking this. I didn't feel like it was up to my allies to like try to be successful for once.
Put together some random shit. Oh, nice.
We have bread.
The lion's
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what's on the inside?
It's kimchi tuna.
Okay.
There we go. I'm doing it. Dude, it's gonna be good. You guys are gonna be jealous.
Kimchi tuna.
It's actually really good. Wanna try some?
Okay. Later I will maybe. I got a blink dagger. I have to worry about dying. Wow. Luckily the tornado dodged the wards for me.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That looks bad.
Dire's top tower is
I was
under
able to
attack.
read him a little bit, but I wasn't able to do quite enough damage, which is too bad.
Whosoever stands against me.
Blink is really good right now though. The cooldown got buffed to be lower, it's down to 12 seconds. It used to be like 20. It has no mana cost anymore. There's just a lot of really good reasons to get it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I misused my ulti a little bit there. I wasn't able to kill the Invoker, or the Batrider, but it was definitely close. Yeah, to play Lina effectively, you just kind of have to sit back and you have to predict where they're walking to. And if you can land the stun, then you can land everything else. You can guarantee like both nukes plus 3 or 4 right clicks, something like that. But the fast blink dagger is definitely something that you should get. It's really important. You can do force staff, but the initiation is a little tougher and it's a little slower as well. Your range is lower, you can't use it as many times during a fight. In some ways, yeah, I would say blink dagger is like so much better offensively than force staff is. But you can't save yourself. If I get initiated on, I will just die. Like, blink dagger does nothing for me. So my positioning is really important. I mean, look at my HP. I have 800 HP. So you have to play really safe. Generally, it is good to get the blink before you get other items. I think this game I grabbed wand before I grabbed the blink dagger, but I don't think it's horrible to do it this way either. It smells really good, actually.
Dude, it is really good. I don't know if to make one more.
Yeah, I'll definitely eat one after.
You want one, Corey?
What is it?
It's like tuna, but it's like slightly kimchi flavored.
No, like that.
Nice.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Nice, I get a sandwich later, guys. Okay. So I bought an urn at this point. Urn is a really nice item, especially when your HP is low and you're having mana problems. It's like, oh, it's the best. I love having urn when you're a heavy caster like this. Even though it's only 50% mana regen, they're usually very cheap to build. So this is our Earth Spirit AFKing at the wrong time. Looks like he bought his BKB at least. Another really nice thing about Lina is you can jungle very effectively. I'm gonna if I do jungle now, I'll probably run out of mana, but it's something that I can do. Yeah, we kind of just lost 2 heroes for no reason there. I don't know what Lina's doing. Maybe warding. Yeah, it looks like he actually warded the high ground on the map. That is an invoker, and that is what the blink lets you do. Actually, oh, I messed that up. I should have ultied him there. I didn't have the wand at that time, or I didn't press the wand on time. That was my fault. I thought for sure he would actually try to kill me there, but it appears he did not.
Impressive, actually.
Not a good fight for us at all, actually. Actually, I don't even think that was a fight. That was actually just us dying a lot. Our Storm got killed by himself. Lion got killed by himself, and then they initiated on us, and we tried to save him. So we lost 4 heroes for nothing there. That was pretty big kills for them. Got level 2 ulti though, and all my nukes are basically maxed out. The only one that's not is my ultimate on my vine. Oh, more sentries, because they do have a lot of invis. The damage actually scales are really good between level 2 Laguna and level 3 Laguna. It goes up by a larger factor than 1 to 2. And the cooldown goes down to 50. Like, it's so good. The mana cost is huge, obviously, but at this point your mana is your int is so high that it doesn't really matter very much. So it'll work out all okay. Now I'm AFK for whatever reason. Looks like I might be able to save him. Nope. Okay. He died really fast at the end there. I think it was okay for me to cancel my TP, but it looks kind of bad, and I'm gonna have to use Blink to get there faster. Seems kind of stupid to start a fight like this when we already have a dead hero. It's actually very dumb, but I really shouldn't be debuted earlier. Missed my stun, but we were able to get the invoker. Again, just use Laguna Blade, secure the kill.
My eternal gratitude.
Guy's hard to kill when he gets over there.
No, I can't do it! No! Next me!
That was a fountain death right there.
Under attack.
Alright, and now I get to max out Fiery Soul. You can maybe argue that you could get stats instead, but I think it's probably worth it to actually level this up, because it does scale pretty good. 85% attack speed per cast, and the movement speed is really good too. 8% per cast. You'll cast twice and you'll get a free Sanjin Yasha, and you'll run at like 400 movement speed. The Fiery Soul like completely counters the effects of you having to buy Tranquil or Arcanes instead of Treads, so it's really good. I think we knew that they had a ward, I can't remember. Again, just gonna cast everything, get it over with. kill the important hero before you have to worry about anything else. I think he saw the ward get placed or something like that, so. Those 2 kills right there were really big though, because now we can just push bot without worrying about dying. My mana's still a little low, but... yeah, just cast the ulti. Any chance you get. If somebody's like slightly chain stunned or out of position, you're pretty likely able to just ulti him down. Just throw the damage on. I could talk about that a little bit more actually. A lot of people will want to wait to use the ulti until they know for sure it's going to kill, and that's why it seems like a lot of people kill steal with things like Lugina Blade and Finger of Death, but it's a bit better to just throw it immediately, because everybody makes decisions based on how much HP your target has. And if you just throw your ulti right away, and you put them from like 80% HP to 40% HP, then maybe a hero like Lion knows, oh, if I use my ulti now, it's going to kill. So try not to be too greedy about it, because just throwing it out early is just going to make decisions a lot easier. Or think about Terrorblade, for example, or Storm. If he goes in and he's BKB'd and he only has like 7 seconds of magic immunity, does he know how much mana to spend on a certain hero? If I ulti right away, then he can just Remnant once and right click. If I don't ulti, then maybe he's gonna have to do a bunch of stuff and he's gonna start balling around. It just like makes everybody's decision making a lot easier if you know they only have so much HP left over. So yeah, jungling's really easy at this point. I can spend 260 mana and I've got a dead large camp just from Fiery Soul. Like, it's so simple. She's really good at farming neutral camps. Really good. AoE supports like this are just so good at farming camps. It's really nice. It's really good in the late game as well, because towards the end of the game they'll always have good items, usually. Assuming that your cores aren't taking up all the camps as well.
Here I am, looking for me.
It's too bad I didn't quite get there in time. I feel like there was a mistake that was made there. I can't remember what it was though. Did I misclick or something? I can't remember. I was thinking like we could have killed that guy. It was very close. He was silenced and everything. We were a little too late, unfortunately. But I think we're taking this opportunity to take Roshan. All right, we can look at Fiery Soul right now. Look at the timer here. It is spinning down. I think I'm gonna miss this first one, but I started playing with it afterwards. But basically, if I cast anything before this runs out, the buff will stay on. It stays for 9 seconds, which is exactly enough time to cast Dragon Slave, I believe. Right, there you go. I casted another Light Strike. Now it's up to 2, and it stays on. And now I'm looking at it. I said cast a 3rd time, and now I'm up to 3. So it always refreshes the cooldown. It gives me literally 4 Hyperstones and a Sanjin Yasha at this point. It's so good. 4 Hyperstones for 3 skill points. So I'm going to cast spells anyways, so. At this point, I can grab a couple different items. I could get a Ghost Scepter. I could get a Force Staff. Force Staff is probably the safe one, because if I blink in or if I'm ever in a bad spot, I can actually Force Staff myself out. But I think this looks like I was building Force Staff. You can go Aghanim Scepter if you're doing really well, because it gives your ulti a longer cast range and more nuke damage. Ulti was a little wasted there, I think, but we got the kills. I got Crystal Maiden with a Dragon Save, I believe. But yeah, all it takes is like slightly out of position heroes and you go for it. I wasn't actually particularly aiming for anything there, I just wanted to keep my Fiery Soul attack speed up so I can attack all fast. Because we're killing a tower and stuff. And maybe it was a little too liberal with my mana here, but we got the tower at least. I'll lose my attack speed now. And the attack speed difference is so different.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
I don't know why you guys are laughing, dude. It was like really good.
I'm just laughing at the conversation, not the sandwich. I'm gonna eat one of those sandwiches as soon as I'm done with this. Don't worry. So anyways, we're doing really well. I have a ton of gold. I thought I could buy pretty much anything I wanted, so I decided to go for a sheep stick. In a normal game, this probably is never gonna happen. I think if I was playing safe, I'd probably go eggs or force. Again, eggs increases my cast range by 50%, so it goes up to 900 cast range. It also increases the damage by a pretty big amount, actually. A 1250 nuke with Laguna Blade at level 3 is pretty amazing. That's like I can kill anybody on their team, pretty much, if I did have Aghanim's in level 3 ulti. This guy looks so dead. He is indeed dead. But then Storm decided he wanted to kill, so I'm just gonna react based on what my opponents are doing. And there, I was able to be effective again. This doesn't look good though. I was able to get that guy though. That was actually not bad. I think that was completely worth it for me. Especially if they get to clean up here, which it looks like they will maybe. That was nice. We actually cleaned up really hard there. So yeah, if you have a Blink Dagger, it becomes a lot easier to play the hero because people are less likely to see you coming, but you wait till they clump. Like, whenever a group of heroes goes on one hero, they're going to go from, like, being spread out, and then they're going to, like, coagulate as they approach, and once they coagulate and they're about to get there, that's when you land your AoEs. Blink AoEs. You can do this with Kunkka really easily. Lina's a good example, Leshek is a good example. Heroes like Tidehunter, Reverse Polarity is a really important one that you have to be good at this for, because you wait till they clump and then you RP them. So Magnus is really important. But Lina works similar as well, because as soon as you land a stun on 3 guys, then you're going to land a Dragon Slave on 3 guys, and all of a sudden you've essentially Laguna Bladed 3 heroes. So it's really important to be good at that. Like, as soon as I knew that Storm was in trouble, I sat back a little bit and I waited for the opportunity. I waited until their patterns were predictable, and as soon as their patterns were predictable, that's when you go in. You have to, like, wait to see it. So it worked out really well. We killed Invoker. He couldn't cast anything for the rest of that, like, 25-second fight. And then I was able to also kill the Windrunner. Luckily, I landed a stun on her. But that one was difficult, so. Speed up. No point waiting for this. I'm actually really close to Hex now. I bet you I could have, I could have bought the Ultimate Orb before I died, so that was a mistake. I should have bought that, but I didn't. I'm sure I lost at least like 500 gold, because I think I had a killing spree, something like that. So that was a mistake.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Attack speed's so good. I love the no mana cost on Blink too. You can just get around a lot faster. You don't have to be concerned about mana anymore. It's really nice. Mystic Staff's really good as well because it increases your damage output. It's an extra 25 damage, so it's kind of nice. Actually hit even harder. Makes Fiery Soul even more useful. If they actually had a hard carry with a BKB or something, I think I would have had a lot more trouble this game though. Like, none of their heroes are really natural BKB carriers. So I kind of had an easy win in some senses. Once they grab Blacking Bar, you kind of just have to sit back and go for supports and pick them off instead. But if Invoker was ever able to finish his BKB, he would have had trouble. And he was actually building one. Looks like I was busy top. Alright, that guy just died anyways. They like really killed Storm there.
Radiant's middle tower is
Whenever you use your Arcane Boots, by the way, and you have a big int item, if you're a little greedy, you can drop the int item and use Arcane. It's kind of like tread switching, basically. Using bottle while you tread switch, basically. It reduces your total mana pool, so static amounts of regen will do a higher percentage. So you drop the Mystic Staff, you use Arcane. I didn't use it there, but I did sometimes this game. And now I'm just kind of looking for a point where Invoker is standing still. If he's standing still, that I can blink stun ulti and hopefully kill him. So I have to wait for one of my allies to go in possibly, or I can go in the CM. She actually continued running out, which I was really surprised at. But she was definitely out of position right there. I actually got drained because of that though, which is too bad. I could have ultied the Windrunner there, but I was out of mana, it looks like. And he actually killed the Invoker anyway, so I was really surprised about that. So that fight was really bad by us, I think, though. I missed the stun on the CM. If I would have stunned her, we could have just blown her out, but I missed it.
Radiant's top tower
And
has
she's
fallen.
probably not the hero we want to go on in the first
Dire's
place.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
See, like right there, I did it. I probably got an extra 50 mana out of it or something like that. It's maybe 25. But even still, it adds up. Especially when you're playing against an Invoker.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom
And at this
barracks
point, we're just going
has
to take a
fallen.
triple Rex because the fight was good for
Dire's
us.
bottom tower is under attack.
I think this is my sheep stick.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. The Dire now have mega creeps.
So now not only can I blink in and blow somebody up, but I can also blink disable. Again, this is a bit of a greedy item build. If you're playing mid, this would probably be the way to go, but as a support, it's probably too greedy to do this, I think. It's probably better to just go Ags instead. So I hexed him. Threw one nuke.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Blow him up, run through the fire again.
It's the humiliation.
Like AFK or something? I don't know, my play's confusing me right now.
Radiant's middle
Napalm
tower
is the worst.
under attack.
Almost got a hex again. Oh, I thought I was gonna get him actually.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Lost vision there too.
Radiant's ancient is under
These wards are
attack.
annoying. Flex. Still got him. Alright, and that should be the end of the game. So yeah, I kind of did the same thing, like blink in, throw nukes, back out. Blink in, throw in nukes, back out. It's like the same thing. You wait till they commit, and you can jump in and cast spells, and then you back out for your cooldown. It's really important that you wait for your Light Strike Array cooldown to come down. Like, it's so important because it's like a 7-second cooldown or something. It's a stun every 7 seconds. There's not a lot of heroes that have stuns that are on cooldowns as low as that. Like, Storm Spirits is 20 seconds. Lion's Impale is like 11 seconds. His Hex is like huge as well. It's like 15 seconds or something like that. Like, most stuns are a really long cooldown. And because of it, it's really important to stay out of battle and run back in when they're off cooldown. Because every stun does so much in a fight. So that's the best way to play Lina, in my opinion, in terms of skill build. Go fast blink if you can. Force staff works as well. But just try to initiate after somebody gets jumped on and counter initiate and make kills. So that's how I do it. I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We have a match coming up next Wednesday. Today's like Friday or something, in Korea at least. Yeah, it's Friday today. So we got a match on next Wednesday. Lots of time until that. Other than that, everybody's been streaming a lot, so make sure you check out the Twitch pages. Go to twitch.tv/team/Zephyr, and you can check out everybody's streams. So our website's almost done, and our overlays are almost done, and something else. I think that's it. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.